Now, we are joined by Banyana Banyana head coach. Now, we do know that they were involved in some crucial African Cup of Nations qualifiers in terms of the women's competition. And on Friday, they will be taking on Algeria. We are now joined by head coach Desiree Ellis to talk us through some of the preparations that the team has made ahead of these crucial qualifiers against Algeria. Good morning, Coach Ellis, and welcome to Sports on Morning Live.
Good morning, Visiwa, and welcome to the viewers as well.
Coach, let's first start, firstly, just commiserations on that 3-0 defeat against Zambia. But we do know that this encounter has given you an opportunity to identify some weaknesses in the squad, and really is an opportunity now for you to rectify those errors ahead of the clash against Algeria on Friday.
No, most definitely. We knew it was going to be a very competitive game. Zambia had gone to camp a week earlier than us, and also their league has been active. So a lot of the players have been playing matches. So we knew it was going to be a challenge, as our league is now in recess and pre-season was on, and we last played international football in October and league football in December. So we knew we needed to get some game time under our belt, but it was still disappointing. Normally you have one department not working, but yeah, you had all three departments not working. So we had to tweak in the game. We had to tweak a few things during the game, and it went better late in this first half and better in the second half. But disappointed that a team that always create opportunities, and we created very few. We got caught on the counter a few times while we were building up, losing the ball cheaply, them hitting one or two long balls. And we said they were going to play Barbara. We didn't handle that well in the first half. The first goal, she was a few meters offside, but the left back had played her onside because we had pushed up. We were busy, building up. And the second goal, I thought the defender could have handled that situation better instead of trying to battle, just kick the ball out. So those are, little situations that we could have done. We could have done better. In the second half, we were, much tighter with a lot more cover, and we were better, but we didn't create many chances. And that is areas that we've been working on for a very long time. We pride ourselves on being defensively strong, and we were not defensively strong. So, we really got a game, and we said it was going to be competitive. But now we prepare for the Algeria game. We put that behind us and go with a positive mindset to the next game.
Coach, the Zambia game also gave an opportunity to test the depth of your squad, and you had the opportunity to bring in some new players into the squad. Just give us your thoughts on that and trying out these new players in the team.
Look, that is what friendlies are for, not just to get you ready for the next match, but also to test players. And some players raised their hands and others did not. I thought Taylor came on and did really well, in the central midfield role. And we had some other new players like Antonia, and I think she had a very nervous start. And, and sometimes it goes like that when players come in early. Some of the other players gave opportunities, and some didn't raise their hands, so they've got to go back and they've got to work. Because we also use these matches to give players an opportunity to make the core group bigger, and we will consistently do that. Calling players to make the group bigger and bigger, so that when we're in a situation similar to COVID, where we didn't have our international players due to different quarantine protocols in their countries, we could use the local players, and a lot of them have gained experience, the likes of Sibulelo Weni, Gabriela Salgado, just to mention, two players gained a lot of experience, and we will consistently do that. But when we have games where you really need to raise your hands, then, we need to do better.
Certainly, Coach. You talk us through your 24-player squad that you have now announced. We've seen that you've brought in now a lot of those international players into the squad, and just talk us through some of the changes that you made versus the team against Zambia.
Look, we knew it was a non-FIFA date, and we couldn't bring, obviously, those players in. Hilda Machaya was in the country, and we were fortunate to have her. But we've brought yesterday, Philwe Jani, Linda Motlalo, and Lebogang Ramalepi joined us at training, and late yesterday we had Karabu, Nomvula, and Kalosa come in, and today Tembi and Noko will join us for as well, and then we'll have a contingent of the 8 overseas-based players. We've also kept a few players and released a few players as well, because we need to now make sure that it's not negotiable. We need to make sure that we get a very positive result before we go away from home against Algeria.
And coach, it really is going to be an encounter that you want to do well in on Friday when you play Algeria at home. What have you been your key focus areas in this week, given the result last week, and the areas that you want to rectify moving ahead?
Well, we have to keep a clean sheet. That's very, very important. Keeping a clean sheet, because with the players we have, we're going to create chances. And then we have to be clinical in front of goal. And we have to, protect the ball a bit better. We didn't do that very well. If you look at the goals we conceded, was losing the ball and one long ball, and that was it. And we said that they were going to do what they were going to do, and yet we didn't handle that properly. So we've got to execute the game plan better, but we've got to make sure first that we keep a clean sheet. That's the most important thing, and then work from there to create the opportunities and be clinical in front of goal.
Coach, are there any key players that you'll be looking to rely heavily on going into this first clash against Algeria, who you will need to get the job done for you?
I think a team effort will do it. We have Rafael Vejani, who plays regularly at AC Milan, and Tembi, who plays at Atletico Madrid. We have those players, Tembi up front. But I think they've a good team effort. We pride ourselves on teamwork, and we always say when the team does well, the individuals will stand out, and that has been, our trademark. If you look at the Zambia game, the teamwork didn't go well, and nobody really stood out. But we pride ourselves on teamwork, and that's the only way we're going to get the job done. If each and every individual, gives their all, because if one cog is not working, then obviously we're not going to get the result that we want. So we brought a lot of experience in. They've been here before. We've also played Algeria before, way back in 2014. So we're in a similar situation where we have to win. And having been there, you sometimes know how to handle it better. So the experienced players that have come in will really raise the levels. Already yesterday at training, the levels were raised. And we've got to make sure that we get the result at home. That's not negotiable. This is our final, where we have to make sure. Everybody can talk about the rest, about the tournament and etc. But we have to focus on this task at hand. Otherwise, we lose a focus of what's right here in front of us. And keeping a clean sheet is half the battle won.
Coach, thank you so much for talking to us. Good luck on Friday. We'll see you on the touchline.
Thanks for having me.
Right, that is, of course, the coach of Banyana Banyana, Desiree Ellis, just talking to us ahead of that crucial Algeria encounter on Friday.